Hey there, it's Rob Hatch, and this is Simple Decisions. One of the things that helps keep me focused, one of the tools that I use every single day, is something called action stacks. Action stacks are simple, repeatable plans or a process, something that you do every day, every week, every month, sometimes every year. If there's something that you do on a repeated basis, it benefits you to have a simple process written out for all the steps. You can write it, you can keep it in Evernote or some other app. I like to keep it on Google Keep. What it does is it keeps me focused on whatever it is that I'm working on so that I can go through. And even if I get interrupted, I know exactly where I left off, which I'll get to in a second. Also, it saves a lot of brain power. I don't want to have to be trying to remember all the steps that I usually go through anytime I'm setting up a webinar or sending out an email to our newsletter list. There are certain steps that we have to go through every single time, and yeah, I can remember them, but it uses an element of brain power that is just not necessary when I can just pull up and just follow along. Besides the fact I'm going to get distracted along the way. Someone's going to interrupt me, or in my case, I might start out with step 1, step 2, step 7, oh crap, step 3, step 4, step 8, oh right, oh wait, what was that? Where was I? Step 4, 5, step 5, steps, So I'm going to be all over the place jumping around, and yeah, I might get through it reasonably successfully, but why would I spend any time wondering or worrying if I got every step done? And these action stacks can be adjusted along the way. If a new piece of software gets added to the mix, you can just add something in. So in a previous video, I talked about last night guy and tomorrow guy. Tomorrow Rob loves to have things ready. I love waking up and having the things that I need ready to go. Simple things. I like having my coffee made. I like having my breakfast prepared, or at least the things that I need to prepare my breakfast are all available and ready. I like having the stuff that I need to do a workout or clothes laid out, or I like having a clean slate to start from on my computer, having every tab closed, and of course having my laptop charged. These are all things that I love to have set up. So the night before I have a little reminder, and this is my action stack for doing that. And one of the things that I use Google Keep right here. Most of what we do is inside. What I do is inside Google, and this syncs to my calendar, or I can put a notification on my calendar to remind myself. So every night around 8 o'clock, I get a message or a reminder about tomorrow guy. So I pull up this little list and I go through it. And, little simple things. I make sure my breakfast is prepared, my coffee, all the things I just mentioned, they're all done. And as you can see, one of the things I love about Google Keep is as I check them off, it drops them all to the bottom and crosses them out. So I know exactly where I left off. I know that I've done every single one as I check it. And because it's a repeatable system, something that I need to do again the next night and the next night, there's a great thing right here where I can uncheck all items, and the action stack is restored and ready for the next day. So that's one. But it's not just about tomorrow guy. Like I mentioned before, there's setting up webinars, or in our case, we have a mastermind group, and we use Zoom, and we schedule that, and that has to be added to calendars. There's pieces of software involved to make sure everything gets connected. Excuse me. So I have this checklist. This checklist right here, this action stack, is set up to keep me on track and make sure that I get through all the steps. Again, I built the meeting in Zoom. I add it to the calendars. I open the piece of software. I check and make sure everything's cleared out. I create a new event there and make sure it's synced up with that piece of software. I take the registration link and I open our CRM, and on I go. And as I'm going along, I check off all the items. And once I'm done, uncheck all items. As I mentioned, this keeps me on track. It saves a lot of brain power in trying to remember. I don't know why I would try to remember all these steps when I don't have to. I can have them all laid out in front of me. They support me to get things done more quickly, to help me stay focused. And again, if there's an interruption, if someone needs me, if I have to take a phone call and I'm in the middle of this process, I can pick up right where I left off. I know where I was because I'm going through and checking off these items as I'm doing it. It's really that simple. That's it. Action stacks. Give it a try. Pick something. Try it with last night guy, tomorrow guy. Try it with something that you do on a repeatable basis. Something you do every week, every month, every year even. I have action stacks for once a month, because boy, in 30 days time I'm going to forget one or two of the steps or which order they need to be done in. So that's it. Give it a try. Take one of the things that you do on a regular basis and turn it into an action stack and see how well it works for you. I'm Rob Hatch, and this has been Simple Decisions.